On October 30th, 2023, former professional baseball player Frank Howard died at the age of 87. He died just before Game 3 of the 119th World Series, which happens to be the 56th all-time matchup between the Rangers and Diamondbacks. His name, Frank Howard, equals 119 and 56. 3 also equals 56. Society of Jesus equals 56, and the Rangers just won their 32nd playoff game all time, like how there are 32 sun rays on the Jesuit logo. Howard also played basketball in college, where he averaged 20.1 points per game and 15.3 rebounds per game. His nickname, Hondo, also equals 56. It also equals 29, like how the Rangers had 29 all-time wins against the D-backs at the time of his death. He died 83 days after his birthday on 83 date numerology, which is unfortunately a number associated with many celebrity deaths. 83 is 11 weeks and 6 days. More on that later. The D-backs just lost tonight, meaning they lost their 83rd game of the season. Tonight also had 63 date numerology, and the Rangers are in their 63rd season as a franchise, and Major League equals 63. Howard won his only World Series in 1963 with the Dodgers. Tonight was the Rangers' 67th playoff game ever, and blood sacrifice equals 67. He was born on 8/8 and died in his 88th year of life. Another one of his nicknames, the Capital Punisher, equals 88. His third nickname, the Washington Monument, equals 100. The Rangers, who used to be the Washington Senators, the team Howard played for, had 100 wins on the season at the time of his death. Since the Rangers just won tonight, they now have 101 wins on the season, and the Capital Punisher also equals 101. That's the 26th prime number, and the Diamondbacks at the time of his death had 26 playoff losses and 26 wins against the Rangers all time. Tonight's game was in Phoenix, which equals 26. Howard was still on the Senators when they moved to Texas, and even played 95 games with the team in their inaugural season there before being traded away. Max Scherzer started Game 3 for the Rangers 95 days after his birthday. Howard was also a manager after his playing career, where he won 93 games across 2 seasons, last managing the New York Mets, like how Game 3 was 93 days after Scherzer was traded from the Mets to the Rangers. He managed 116 games with the Mets. More on that number in a minute. Scherzer won the World Series with the Nationals, the team currently in Washington, D.C., exactly 4 years ago today, a game in which he started as well. The Nationals won the World Series in their 15th season in D.C., and the Rangers just played their 15th World Series game. D.C. equals 47, the 15th prime. Howard was present for the return of Major League Baseball to Washington, D.C. on April 14, 2005, where he said, quote, "I thought that within 5 years it would be back. Well, 34 years later, here we are." This is interesting because George Bush threw out the first pitch at this game, which was 83 days before his birthday, like how Bush threw out the first pitch of Game 1 for this year's World Series. Remember, 83 days is 11 weeks and 6 days, like how the Diamondbacks went 11-6 in the playoffs the year they won the 2001 World Series, which was right after 9/11, which when rotated 180 degrees is 116. This game in 2005 was also against the Diamondbacks, like how the Rangers are playing the D-backs in the World Series right now. This date had 43 numerology, like DC, and George W. Bush was president number 43. Howard was 68 at that time, and if the Rangers win the World Series, the American League will have 68 World Series championships. If that does happen, the Rangers will have 34 playoff wins.